Yeah, again. But what's up, guys? Live again. Everyone to the chat. Yeah, yeah. What's up, guys? My yeah. But what is up, guys? How is everybody doing? Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, but what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Um, again. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. What's up? How is everybody doing? Yeah, do it again. Do it again. Everyone. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, hold on. I know how to- Yeah, but what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Yeah. What's up, guys? Come on, guys. Yeah, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Yeah, yeah, what's up, y'all? How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm coming. Don't beat on the doors. Doors open. Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm live, by the way. What's up, guys? Sorry about this. Mm, What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Boy, mm, yeah, what's up, guys? Someone's here. And I didn't see your message until I was not live.
All good, Jake. No, persist. No. You don't need to apologize. I saw you send the message out. I saw you going live. I just want to say hi and see how you're doing, brother.
Yeah, I apologize. This is the second live of the hour that I did.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I saw Husey had Penny and the Big Dork on his show today. Husey,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: I don't have no problems with you, Dan.
And I don't have any problem with you, Jake. You're the man. I love Jake.
Yeah, you're always. But number two had to be Chris. The people. The reason why they had to be number one, Christy, and Billy had to be number one this week because there have been also
Oh yeah,
many.
dude. Don't apologize. I appreciate any positive shit you send my way, brother. I appreciate it. You don't have to like make me number one. That's not why I'm here. I want to be supportive. I feel like we're friends. I have some new merch that I'm going to send you this week. So I'm going to get that out soon. So I wanted to let you know about that too.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I really appreciate Nice Podcast Stupid every Thursday night. You took January off to focus on your family and stuff, but you're back this week.
It's funny. I may or may not do a show tomorrow night. I'm gonna do a thing with Mir Musk tonight. I think late night.
Yeah.
I may or may not do a show Thursday, but I would just say, hey, for anybody that's watching, follow my channel and just subscribe and hit the button to follow. And I may go live this weekend. You never know, but yeah, typically it's Thursday nights, but it could be any night that I'm available. So. Kind of like you, Jake.
It's also the thing is, I have no problem. By the way, you're on Podbay. What is Podbay?
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
So I'm looking. I searched Nice Podcast Stupid. It says rss.com, YouTube Nice Podcast Stupid, podbay.fm Nice Podcast Stupid.
Okay.
Spotify, you have your own website, nicepodcaststupid.org.
Yeah, so it's funny. I do have a website. I'm an old guy. Like I'm not good at the websites, but I do put my stream. I'm trying to get better at it, but putting it on Spotify, putting it on RSS feeds. So yeah, if you're on a Podbay or a Spotify or Apple Music, hopefully you should be able to find Nice Podcast Stupid if you search for it. So try to put my episodes up there. So I do try to do a show that you can listen to like just audio and you don't necessarily need to see the video. I really do try to make it about audio. So yeah, if people like to, sometimes you like to be at the gym or in your car or even at home and listen to a podcast and just hear like people talking about stuff. So yeah, I'm on Spotify and all those other places.
So there's a story out there that Carl couldn't stream for a week because he got struck by Whitney Cummings. Is that do you have proof?
Well, that's a great question. I don't know that Whitney Cummings struck it, but that seems to be the claim.
Yeah.
One thing I would just say, that I've learned because I've got my channel struck, not because I'm intentionally trying to steal anybody's thunder or
Content.
trying to make anybody look
Content.
bad, but you got to be careful. YouTube, they make it very easy for people to get channel struck. Chad Zumach got his channel struck today for some
Yeah,
reason. I
because
don't even know what it was.
he
So,
said it was. He said it was the intro. I'm actually because he gave out a bunch of memberships to his channel. I
oh,
bought
okay.
memberships to his Patreon, so I became. I'm also a member of the Potatoes.
Okay.
His free one of his newer ones, but I want to say that I care about like you and Deb and all that. I haven't been around because I've been busy with other things. Life being life, always wants to like run rapid. But you guys have been so awesome to me. You know,
Well, thanks,
I've
Jake.
all
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And we have our fun. We do a little pro wrestling stuff. You know how that
yeah
goes. But at
yeah.
the end of the day, it's all about love, man.
By
I
the way,
love and respect you, and it's fun
Hey,
that way.
I got 2 episodes out of because I was already live. I was just live. I had to do this other live, so and I even put you in the tweet. You're in the
Yes.
tweets. I said I might have you on. I didn't know if I was going to have you on or not because knowing you get busy sometimes. But
Yeah.
um,
And Jake, just so you know, anytime I'm available, I'll try to get on. I'll try to get at least give you
yeah,
10, 15 minutes if I'm available. I do
yeah,
work and I do have other
a
stuff
life.
going on, but it's no disrespect to you at all. I'm always happy to give you 10, 15 minutes of my time.
Yeah, but so by the way, I heard Woody Page has got a podcast now.
Oh, does
Woody
he?
Page.
Oh, really?
So I think it's called After the Horn or
Oh,
After the
wow.
Horn. I think he does it, and also I heard does the name what's the guy's name? The guy who Jay Moriarty.
Jay Mariotti? I know that's
Yeah.
always the name. I think both of us have trouble saying his name sometimes.
Yeah. He he was here's the thing in his and by the way I did a song for him. It's on my Buy Me a Coffee and all that.
Yep.
He said he knew that the news were dying, so he went to AOL.
Hmm.
He went to
Interesting.
he also now has a Substack. Him and Tony both have a Substack. We're people are saying there were some issues there. Tony Reale and Jay were having issues. Tony says
Hmm.
there's not any issues, and there was rumors out there because I watch a lot of the shows like awful. I think it's awful. Announcing
I was gonna
podcast.
say awful announcing. Yep.
Yeah, I've been watching their show, and I've also been like listening to. I watched a documentary about the greatest Sports Center person who's now a podcaster, Dan Patrick.
Oh, yeah.
Dan was doing a show from his from his attic. Was doing his own radio show,
Oh, wow.
and you know do you think that people? By the way, I'm working on other stuff in the background. Like trying to get us on other platforms. Like I'm trying to get us on Red Circle. Trying to get us on other stuff, but it's you got to give me time to do it because it's a lot of work. But we're on Super Tips. Super Tip, yeah. By the way,
Supertip.gg/HWO1. Hit up
thank
Jake.
you.
Let's get him some super
Yeah,
tips.
yeah. But let me ask you this. So, by the way, I know that the real reason last time you were on, I had the button where you could stream to your channel. Unfortunately, I'm on the free version because I'm a poor. But
I know. Yeah, we gotta find a way to get you back on the paid version. But StreamYard is really expensive. even
Yeah,
even like people that have good jobs, it's tough to pay for it. It's tough to make the argument for it. They really priced a lot of people out, unfortunately.
yeah. Are you okay with, like, are you going to Hackmania?
That's a good question. Right now, I'm not. That could change. You never know, but most likely, I'm not going to it. It's not that I'm against it per se, but
Because the money
um,
issue, the money, the travel, and all that, and then
I mean, that's always a concern. Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas a few times. I've probably been to Las Vegas at least half a dozen times,
yeah,
and it's gotten more and more expensive. Even and I have a good job. I have a regular job. I'm not
yeah,
just like depending on super chats to live or anything. So it's hard for me with a good job to go there. So I can only imagine how hard it is for someone who's, living paycheck to paycheck. So
yeah,
it's not easy to travel and stay in Vegas. Um, and
yeah. Joey, it took Joey.
yeah,
Joey had to get a couple donations last year when Joey
yeah,
went to Joey and them. But I wish the one thing that I wish that and I found out that on Christmas I even found out about Super Tip, about how I got because I was checking my email. And I was like, let me check this. It was the Saturday after Christmas where I found out I was part of Super Tip. I was going to be part of Super Tips. I'm like, and I just what how I felt, you know, I felt left out when I people were doing Super Tips and I wasn't. I felt left out because
yeah,
they're doing this program, and I'm seeing all this money come in. I'm seeing like you, and I'm seeing the Shuli Network making money. I see Carl making money. I see a lot of these guys doing super tips. I get, I just wanted to be the cool guy, the cool kid, the part of the cool kids club,
sure,
and it's hard for someone like me to get my voice across because when I'm, when someone like me on shows like Howard and stuff, I'm usually the stunt boy on his shit. I'm not the host. I'm usually the stunt boy. I'm usually the one that I heard that Wendy never got paid in cash. She always got paid in food and stuff, in
mm,
scratch cards and stuff. Ask her about it because she's always
yeah,
talked about it. She's always talked, but I feel I feel bad that number one, I feel bad that a lot of people now, I'm hearing that Corbett, not Corbett, Late Show is he's losing his job in a couple
mm.
weeks. You know, James, not James Corden, the other Stephen Colbert.
Oh, okay, yep.
He does a show that, but what I thought they should they should have canceled it in 2015 and gave him his own show and not a show that David Letterman, because Stephen Colbert is not David Letterman. David Letterman wasn't political. If you watched his show, he wasn't political at all. There was a few comedians and stuff, but and the Dancing Edos. You know what the Dancing Edos is?
No.
Judge Lance Edo of the OJ
Oh
trial.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I remember that. Yes. Now I remember it.
Yeah, sorry, I had
Those
to
are
bring that
funny.
up. Yeah, but that was more of a Jay Leno bit, not a David Letterman bit. But David Letterman and Jay Leno hated each other because of the whole Conan thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That they had a whole documentary about that or a movie about it.
Yeah, but have you ever had a issue with someone? And let me say, how is our friend Patrick doing? The one that you gave $2 for his traffic violation.
Oh, you know about that, Jake?
I probably talked about it on the show last time.
So I've really tried to distance myself.
From Patrick
'Cause
Thomason.
yeah, because I felt like at some point it kind of could be misconstrued that I was being a mean person.
Yeah,
I don't like to like. I'll joke with people. I'll bust their chops, but I don't want to be a mean person. I don't. I don't really get off on that. And but
Yeah.
I did hear that somebody claimed or sent him a confession that he kidnapped Samantha Guthrie's mother. I don't know if you've been following
Oh,
that story.
don't remind me about that. Damn, that's been one of the top stories of our feeds lately. Is the Savannah Guthrie thing.
So yeah, Savannah Guthrie. I said Samantha. Savannah Guthrie. Exactly. So somebody confessed that, hey, I'm Patrick Tomlinson. I'm the one that kidnapped Savannah Guthrie's mother. So I saw someone did that online, but
Yeah,
I had nothing to do with it, so I don't want to be involved
yeah,
with that. But it was kind of funny.
so getting back to like the sports, I've been watching a bunch of like old clips. So the DA has been I made the DA assault DA
David
Dan.
Mandelara. Yep.
Yeah, I can't say his last name right. I
I
couldn't
know
say
it's a
his,
it's a it's a there's a lot of syllables. Mendelara,
yeah.
right?
Is he? I also want to say that I really appreciate Dan's a good guy. Dan is a hardworking guy that comes on YouTube. By the way, $2 Dan.
I should have put that as my name, right, Jake?
No, you actually did it right because. And by the way, I'm gonna have two episodes to upload. The one that we did, the one I just did, my silent, the one that I did, and this one. But I really appreciate, and I do appreciate you coming on. You're the only one that has never. You and Deb are always been my friends. I've always been supportive of you and Deb. I've always
I
tried to
appreciate it,
be,
brother. It
you
goes
know,
both ways. I appreciate the kind things you say about us,
yeah.
and the least I can do is return the favor.
And also, you have. So you actually did something really nice a couple months ago. A couple months, I was really pissed that I wasn't getting paid from MLC. Dan took 25 out of his pocket and gave it to me to pay for to pay me for my MLC appearance. Kevin doesn't owe me anything anymore, and I really appreciate that, Dan. And you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that. And it wasn't about the money. It was about the principle of like you tell people that you pay your people, but you pay the big stars, and you leave. You don't pay people, but you just pay Chad and you pay not Dan Ray DeVito.
Yeah,
Talking about Kim.
Jake, I try to do the right thing. Like if if I can help somebody and it's not doesn't hurt me, then I'm gonna try to help them. And you're a good friend of mine, and I respect you. And I knew it was important to you, and I do know that you felt kind of slighted by Kevin. So you don't have to give me too much credit, but it's just the right thing to do. I try to do the right thing in my life. That's the way I live my life. Happy Wednesday, Danielle. See you in the chat. Jake, if you're talking, I can't hear you, brother. You're on mute. Jake, if you can hear me, I think you hit mute button on your thing, so I cannot hear anything you're saying. If you're talking, I cannot hear you. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully, we had a good conversation, and we'll talk soon. I'll come back on anytime, and have a great night. Hit up Jake on supertip.gg/HWO1.
Sorry
And
about
oh, there he
that.
is. Now he's back.
I had to deal with something. But how are you doing?
No worries. Yeah, I saw you on mute. I didn't know if you knew that you were on mute or not.
No, I had to go deal with something.
No
Yeah,
worries. No
you
worries.
know, I just wanted to come live. I just did I knew I knew Husey was live, so I wasn't going to get any viewers because Husey was live. You know Husey?
Oh yeah, yep.
He,
Husey's my boy. I love Husey.
I love Husey too. He's a big star in the
I
Dabbleverse.
know he's a big time now. He's a big time guy. So he's
He
he's
works for
a
Vince.
good person to have as a
He
friend.
he said that Vince Russo hates Aaron.
That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised.
He said that Russo would never want to do a show with Aaron.
Mm.
He said he had him booked, and Russo said no.
I told Husey, I said, if you can get a show with Russo, you got to get me on there. You got to get me on. I would love to meet Russo. I'm a big fan.
So I'm friend. So I have a thing with I have a connection because when one of the first people to say sorry for your loss was Vince Russo when I lost my dad 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
Russo and I were friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm like very thankful for it. And Russo is one of those guys that everyone thinks that he's this villain, but he's a nice guy outside of YouTube. He here's the thing. If you want him on your show, it costs you $200. Or
Oh wow.
I told someone. I told my former co-host. I told someone that he charges $1,000.
Oh shit.
I told people that because of the. All right, I think you got to go do your podcast.
Yeah, well, my wife is. I got to eat dinner, and then I'm going to do a podcast in a little bit. So I got to run. But it's been great, Jake.
All right, love you, brother. Bye.
I love you. I love you, brother. You're the man, and we'll do something again soon. Okay.
All right, love you. Bye.
All right. Peace.
Peace.